literal psalm of ascent, Psalm 130. I'm Father David Huemmer, joining you from the Sacred Heart Shrine here on the beautiful grounds of St. Joseph Retreat and Conference Center as we continue our at-home retreat on the Psalms of Ascent, a journey to Jerusalem, a journey to the heavenly kingdom. Psalm 130 begins at a low spot, and that low spot is where the psalmist finds himself calling out to the Lord. Out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord. And why is he crying out to the Lord? Something to do with the iniquities. If you, O Lord, will mark our iniquities, Lord, who could stand? What is this iniquities that's causing the psalmist to cry out from the depths? Father Gregory Poland, Benedictine monk, states that iniquities are the mysterious inclination of the human heart to seek out paths that separate us from God and neighbor. And that separation creates a sense of misery. And that's where the psalmist is calling out. There's a sense of misery that brings him low. And calling out to the Lord isn't something that is without a sense of hope, though. The psalmist calls on the Lord as one known for the attributes of goodness, kindness, and mercy. And that mercy is such an important attribute that the psalmist counts on. He counts on the mercy of God because mercy is that form that love takes when it meets misery. And it seeks to lift that person out of misery back into the recognition of their dignity and to bring about redemption or salvation. That's so important. And so we see the beginning of this ascension or this lifting up that Psalm 130 brings us into. Even though it's classified as a lament psalm, it really can also be seen as a hymn of hope in the second half, because the psalmist is waiting for the Lord with longing. There's an anticipation that's there. Really, the essence of a vigil. One of my favorite words is vigil. It's that keeping watch. And so the psalmist uses that imagery of the watchman. More than the watchman waits for dawn, so I wait for you, Lord. And the watchman would be someone who would be on guard and going through stages of the night and longing for the dawn because you could see the enemies moving, where in the dark it's hard to tell where the enemies are moving if they're planning an attack. So the watchman longed for that dawning. Father Poland also states that the watchman could represent the priestly guardians of the temple precincts. After a long night watches over the holy places, their exultant joy at the first signs of dawn signaled the coming day and the new beginning it meant. There's a sense of rejoicing. There's something new. So the psalmist confidently waits for God's forgiveness. There's the heights of hope, that psalm of ascent. The Psalm of Ascent can also be seen at a different level too, because the psalmist is now on step 11, and that journey from their hometown to Jerusalem has been one of an ascension, moving up towards that Temple Mount, and moving also from those depths of feeling despair to the heights of hope. Psalm 130 is one that gives us confidence in God's loving mercy and His forgiveness. May you be richly blessed as you explore Psalm 130 today.